lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only. Green lights only.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah, what's happening?
What's up, Design?
What
How you
up,
feeling today?
GLOcast? How you doing?
Good, bro, good.
Got Junk in the studio.
We got an amazing guest today, Junk, J-U-N-K.
That's it.
Household. This is a legendary Canadian hip-hop artist. You guys are in for a treat.
Thank you.
I absolutely love your work, my friend.
Appreciate being here. Thanks for getting me on the podcast. This is
course.
dope.
Oh, it's good to have you, man.
Yeah, dope.
So
yeah.
Fire.
I just wanted to talk about you. How many albums have you dropped, if you don't mind me asking? Do you even know? So many.
Solo albums?
Yeah, solo albums.
I got Ian, I Am No One, Stupid and Ugly, Audio Heroin.
Stupid and Ugly.
And then I got 3 EPs, Together in Pieces 1, 2, and 3.
Those are so sick.
But those are not
sick.
albums, they're EPs. But they're still, projects.
Of course.
But yeah, that's not really an album. So I'd say, what was it? Ian, Stupid and Ugly, Audio Heroin,
3.
Wake Me Up When It's Over, No Water in Hell, 5.
You're on number 5.
Solo albums.
Strong bodies of
That's
work
amazing.
Too, so far.
Thanks, bro.
Like
Appreciate
you have
that.
a massive body of work. I think one of the biggest I've seen come out of this area in a long time when it comes to
quite big.
Yeah, to the
I got Northwest Division, and I got
all your
album.
side
I got Lions
projects.
Eat Goats with Young Stitch. That's an album.
That's an album as well. Yeah.
But that's not. That's why I was saying solo albums because that's a Young Stitch
so 5
album.
just solo, and then if you're talking EPs and just with other people as well.
Lions Eat Goats with
a
Young
ton.
Stitch with Hungry. Junk and Hungry, Rap Better, Party Harder.
Yeah.
Junk and Hungry, Orange and Black. Junk and Hungry, Northwest Division, self-titled album. Then Junk and Young Stitch, Lions Eat Goats, and 3 EPs.
Wow.
So I'd be at 12 or 13 projects.
12,
or
13
something
projects.
Like that.
Incredible.
And
man.
I got mixtapes that are not for streaming. We had the Stay Sharp 1, 2, and 3 that are on SoundCloud or something. Me and Hungry.
Amazing. And then giving the free sounds for people that don't always have can't afford the Spotify or Apple Music. They can still find you on SoundCloud.
Oh
stuff,
yeah,
which is huge.
SoundCloud not as much, but you can get all my remixes and all my music for free on YouTube. So,
exactly.
Yeah, that's
amazing.
So cool. I think that's how I got introduced to you was through Northwest Division. I think we did a show together 8 years ago or something, Cam Loops or something. Yeah,
that can be for sure. We were doing shows back then. Northwest Division, Hungry.
Yeah.
We're actually working on a new album right now.
Amazing.
We're I don't know, maybe 50% done writing it. So just nonchalantly.
Just working on it,
plugging away. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we're always working on music.
That's the best way to be.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. You stay working. It's very inspiring to see. As an artist myself, I sometimes take a little bit of a break, maybe longer than I should, but to see you and other artists that are just constantly going and dropping new stuff and always working on new projects, it inspires me to just keep going. You know what I mean? So I thank you for that. Salute you.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad. That's can be inspirational, but
yeah, bro.
I also breaks is good. Don't trip. Breaks is good.
For sure.
Breaks are good to take because you also have to live life in order to write stuff. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I just feel like I have. It's just if it stops, if I'm forcing anything, I'll stop.
Yeah,
and I'll take a break. But right now I'm not forcing it. It's just coming out. The work is coming. But
yeah. As an artist, you're an outlet of reality, right?
You got to live too.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a reason why incredible Kendrick and the Coles, they don't release albums every year. I know Drake was hating on them or whatever, but you got to live. Look at Kendrick's albums. Just to use an example, they last 5 years. They're masterpieces. So it's
right, yeah.
But you have to live. People have to live to. If you're just doing the same thing every day, how many stories can you tell?
What are you going to say the same story in a different way?
Oh, I had a kid,
times?
Or maybe you'll take. I find a lot of people that have kids. They're they won't really drop anything until about a year or so after, and then
that's kind of where I'm at.
And it's brilliant. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's having that journey and those experiences, and then being able to write about them and talk about them in a way that's artistic.
Absolutely.
Is going to be. Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of what I've been doing more and more lately.
Yeah, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that's fire, man. You did that song with Kasky. How I know that Scarpino kind of set that up for you, but it's just
guy.
This is a great guy, man. I was just wondering what that whole experience is what it was going down there shooting that video. The video came out so clean. Your fucking verse on it is hard, man. It's so strong. I'm just wondering what the experience was like for you.
It was unreal. Kasky's one of my favorite artists. He's been he's been in my top 10 for a hot minute, Yeah. The last stuff he's been doing, just even his last remixes that he just dropped over on the Kendrick thing one. Whoa, dude, that might be my favorite Kasky of all time. Unreal. Anyways, He's been one of my favorite artists for years. I've been messing with him for like a decade plus, like before his transient classic mixtapes, which is almost 10 years ago. But
no, that's really dope.
So Scarpino did Tattoos by News. He was doing my sleeve at his shop at Dynamic Studios, and he was shooting a segment called News. No, what was it? I don't know what the segment was called. He was doing he was starting a web series where he tattoos an artist, and then at the end he asked them he does an interview and asks them questions.
Oh, that's dope.
So he does art for them, and then he hits them up with a bunch of cool.
Oh, that's
it's still coming out. It's still in development, but we were shooting the first episode of that, and so he did my sleeve, and then we did the interview section, which was shot by DTG. He did it all. It's not out yet, but. Within that, he asked me, one of the questions at the end was, yo, if you could make a song with anybody, who would it be? Mm-hmm. And I was like, obviously, I want to do songs with Drake and Cole, all these people. But I was like, to be realistic, not that can't happen, but I was I really want to do with someone who I think is reachable, is Caskey. Mm-hmm. He's like, who's Caskey? Blah, blah, blah. Chopped it up a bit. A week later, because News lives in Florida, he met someone that knew Caskey. Long story short, a week later, he hollered at me and said, yo, I got a studio session set up for you and Caskey to fly down here in Orlando, in his home state. He set it all up. So that song wouldn't have happened without News. But
that's incredible.
That's huge.
And but you know how they say you got to manifest things, which is true, right? 100%. I said it, but I also been grinding for 15 years.
But you also got to be ready.
Right, yeah, you got to be ready. I said this the other day. It's like people are like, if nothing's working for me. It's like, but that's because you're sitting at home watching, you're watching...
You could manifest something and you can maybe get to a goal, but how are you going to keep that goal? You can maybe just get it for a second, but you got to maintain. If you want to maintain those goals, you have to be ready to
You got to have preparation. And manifestation.
Exactly.
You can't just manifest. I mean, you maybe get lucky, but my preparation was 15 years of writing and getting sober which is hilarious because Caskey was sober too, almost.
Oh, really?
I think one more year than me.
Wow.
Around the same time. So it's like, when I met him, we were just talking about black coffee and doing burpees and push-ups and we made the song there on the spot, and it was incredible. To finish answering your question, went down there, made the song. He walked in, I played the first beat. I knew he was going to say yes to this beat. Shout out to Starcore.
Yeah, incredible producer, Starcore.
And he played the beat and he's like, whoa, this is crazy. And then we just wrote our verses right there, hook, everything, and recorded it in Jacksonville, Florida at Oxford Studios.
Wow.
And he was just the most humble. They say don't meet your idols or all that. This guy, an artist through and through, super humble, cool, down-to-earth guy. We made the song right there, and I left, and we got it mixed a bit, and then he's like, yo, man, we can't drop this song. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, this shit's just too hard. We're going to have to drop it with a video. You're going to have to come back down and film a video. So I went back down this January, past January, early this year, and I went down, and Real Wolf from Toronto came down, shot all the Florida scenes. DTG shot the snow scenes up here for me. Yeah. So it was like a Real Wolf DTG mix video, but super clean.
Collaboration.
But none of it would have happened without News. That's it.
That's incredible.
Beautiful.
Fuck yeah.
That's huge. That video came out really dope too, man. The contrast and the hook.
So
the
cool.
Two sides hook and everything.
It's
That's just a really.
I think it's my best video. Well. It makes sense. It's so metaphoric and shot well and clean.
Showcasing the snow,
and then the
low rider in Miami. It's a definite hit.
Orlando, or it was it wasn't Miami. It was where were we?
Florida.
Yeah, no, it was still Florida, but it was Miami. It was we shot in Jacksonville and Palm
Beach. I don't know. No, that's California shit.
I don't remember where we were. Damn, somewhere in Florida. Definitely in Jacksonville.
But still just turned out amazing and just
Palm Coast.
Palm
Coast.
Nice.
Palm Coast.
Yeah, the contrast was sick, man. Just even I guess visually, the bright white snow.
Crazy.
Too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, it was well thought out.
Freaked out when I saw that. It was sick.
Team effort for sure. So.
For sure. That's a lot of amazing artists all coming together to make this incredible song.
So many.
From an amazing tattoo artist to an amazing rappers getting together with amazing videographers.
Shug White.
Such a fucking sick fucking
News,
link.
a.k.a. Shug White. We call him Shug White.
I love it.
News, Starcore, Caskey, Jamie Q's on the mix, Oxford Studios in Jacksonville, Florida. Let us use their studios.
You guys got to check that shit out because it is unreal.
Yeah, it's on the No Water in Hell album. Thank you.
Yes, the new album. And this new album, tell me about this new album. You've been grinding it and dropping singles and just doing all your shows, and then you decided to make a compilation of everything you've been doing and then added whatever else, however many more songs to the album, right?
Yeah, like you said, even like late in the fourth quarter of last year, I started dropping singles like once every 3 weeks, every month.
Yeah.
And they all had like a black and white photography film, actually. It was my friend, a freelance Flint out of Vancouver. He gave me like 16 photographs that he took on black and white film, and I just turned them all into covers. So that was kind of the theme.
Very cool.
And they were basically all these songs. The No Water in Hell album is kind of like a mixtape in the sense that every song was a single that I put out as a single, 16 songs. And the reason that they were all my favorite.
So it was 16 singles.
16 singles, right? But I didn't tell anybody that, and then I packaged it up as a full album, which I resequenced and I sequenced all the songs differently, mixed them, put them all in. Me and Jamie, we made them, we changed them, the transitions a bit. Like there's no silence on this album. It's literally it's one giant song mixed from track 1 into track 16, fully beautifully done. The sonics are incredible, and that's what we like after all the songs were done. Because some of the songs are like 2 years old, right?
Yeah.
Some songs are a year old, some songs were 8 months old, some songs were 2 months
old. Sometimes we're gonna grab like songs like that. No, I was gonna like jive musically, right? Mm-hmm.
So what we did is they were just all my favorite songs that were Lucy's. That like I love these songs, but they weren't on any albums or EPs or anything. They were just like, and I feel like they didn't get enough love, or they're just sitting there, haven't been heard.
This is like the best move ever. I hear this is what majors are doing now when it comes to new artists. They're making them release like all these singles that are huge, that are popping off, and then no matter what, they put it in the body of work. So it not only jacks up the numbers of whatever the singles have done, but it also helps with like making sure that it stays together in like in a creative like body.
There's so many like pros to it. Yeah. So I just felt like all my favorite songs with all my favorite talented artist friends that I like of just met over the last year and a half or whatever, put it all together. Every song was a single. So each song got an extra love because, you know, if you drop an album, even at my level, 15 song album and like 3 singles, those 3 singles will usually typically be like 80% of the bulk of the streams of that project, you know, and the other ones just fall off because people listen to one album and then they're off to scrolling TikTok about some other bullshit.
Exactly.
So this way it gave love to everything, repackaged it all up, and got a chance for all those artists to like, you know, be reheard once again, re-stimulated all the singles.
I think it's the best, amazing way to do it. And it's awesome that you did it that way because not only is it giving like those songs that I'm sure got love, and are getting love, but now they get to do it again, reintroduce it to everyone again.
Absolutely, bro.
Awesome.
Absolutely.
I think it's brilliant that you
got love twice, basically. Double dipping.
That's what's
up. Then also... I resequenced it, I remixed it, and I remastered the whole project.
It's not like you just re-released it exactly as it was. You actually like got creative with it and then like made it. Sonically, it sounds amazing. I listened to it for the first time when it first dropped, and I was at the gym, and I couldn't believe like that I heard that many songs. And I my workout wasn't even over, but it was so good. I was just like, I got to listen to it.
So you're working out more than an hour because it's 55 minutes long.
Well, I do half hour just cardio, and then I'll do like a 45-minute workout. But that's when I'm like going hard. Right now, I've kind of fallen off on the workout.
Hey, it's hard, man.
I don't think I've seen the gym in a few months.
That's all good.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. No Water in Hell.
Such a good album.
Very proud of it. And it was just a lot. Yeah, it's kind of like a mixtape because I threw together all my favorite songs from everywhere, just different pockets of people. And
I love that song you did for your sister on that album. It was
Angelina.
Yeah, I was that one like kind of it felt like it was from the heart. You know, I could really tell like it's super awesome, man.
Hit you in the feels.
Song. Yeah, hit me right in the feels for real.
Yeah. That's
I see you like you go to Italy a lot and stuff, right? Or over to Europe.
Italy. Over there, I do. I mean, I was born in Germany. Born in Frankfurt, Germany, and bounced back between Germany and Italy for several years, and then because my dad's Italian, my mom's German, so I just bounced back and forth. And then me and my mom dipped when I was like 7 or 8, and we moved to Canada, just her and I. My dad still lives in Italy, so I do go back and visit my pops lots. And you know, my nonas, I got a German grandma and a Italian grandma, so Nonna and Oma.
Nonna.
And my dad and cousins, pretty much my whole family still lives out
there in Europe,
in those countries, other than my mom, and she got married to another man, and and then had 2 more kids, Nico and Angelina. But yeah, so they're half brothers and sisters, but I've never called them that. They're my brothers. I love them.
Yeah, that's 100%. I am with my half brothers or half sisters.
Yeah, it's like
family's family, you know.
Yeah,
that's wicked though, man. I always wanted to like go out to those countries and spend time out there, and I'll see you throw up a picture and just like. I'm just like seeing you like
stack your paper, bro. This is fucking not.
Oh, it's not fucking cheap,
you know. And like we're not 17. You know, you're not 19, so it's like you don't care. Oh, backpacking, like hostels. Nah, dude. Like
you don't want to be doing that. I mean, that's what I did. I did Spain for like a few months when I was just out of high school.
Yeah, but that's dope. That's a different vibe. Yeah. Now you're like, I need clean towels and a comfortable bed, or can't walk tomorrow.
Like, yeah, exactly. I need all the things. 100%.
But I definitely do go to Europe. So my heart's in Europe. You know what I mean? Obviously, absolutely. So many friends and family out there. So
that's amazing.
Yeah,
it's like I'm always just thinking. I always wanted to ask because of like how much time you spend out there. Do you record out there?
I do sometimes. Yeah, like my dad's a musician.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
My dad's a crazy musician.
Can I hear more about that? Yeah,
my dad is a crazy musician. Yeah. Like my dad was my dad was the drummer for Italy's first punk band ever. And they were so poor that they didn't even have drums. He just brought in plastic bins and cardboard boxes, and he drummed on those. And so the first vinyl that they pressed, it's actually called Sluts and Turds is the album name, and the band was Tampax. First Italian punk band ever. My dad, 14 years old, was the drummer, and all the recordings are done on bins and lids and fucking cardboard boxes, bro. Iconic.
That's so crazy. It's on vinyl.
And it's on vinyl. That vinyl's worth, I think he has 3 of them left, and he's like, yo, like, these are worth some serious money, you know? Wow. And I'm like, whoa, okay, like how much? Like, I think he said they're worth like 10,000 euros a piece or something like that.
Holy.
Like, nuts.
Incredible.
So I'm like, yo, give me those, you know? Like, I want those.
That's part of my inheritance.
Oh, for sure. So, but my dad's a legend. He made a lot of music. He's just been a musician his whole life, and a classic drummer, really, really well-respected drummer, well-respected musician in all of Italy. Like everywhere you go in Italy, they know who my dad is, you know?
Oh, really?
Italians that I meet here, wherever I go, like if we get talking and my dad comes up in conversation, like, hey, do you know this band? They're like, of course. I'm like, yeah, that's my dad. They're like, what? They're like, everyone knows my dad, you know?
I love that.
Prozac Plus was one of his bands. Prozac Più in Italian, and they went #1. They were for 3-4 weeks #1 singles. They had to re-record their albums in Spanish and in English because it's all in Italian just to reach bigger markets. Like he was signed to EMI, Virgin Atlantic. Huge shows, man.
Huge.
So many. He's got a double platinum diamond record or something sitting on his wall on it's framed like at his house in Italy. It's just like holy.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's big.
That's incredible. I didn't know he was such a massive artist.
No, he's big.
And
like
he's done his
I'm a joke compared to my dad. You know,
bro,
like he's a legend out there.
A rising star, my friend.
Yeah.
No, that's incredible. That's awesome. You got it's hereditary then, eh? It's in the genes.
Yo, like this tattoo right here of this jester here. You see this little joker, the jester, the king, the court jester.
Yeah.
So my dad actually did some research one time and actually like pinpointed it that about 600-700 years ago. On his father's side, they were all entertainers and court jesters for barons and queens and kings. They were literally doing what we're doing. It's like a family lineage thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
his uncle was Miles Davis's right-hand trumpet player, second tier. Like,
oh no way.
Yeah, that's where he met his wife in Taiwan when Miles Davis was touring. He met his wife in Taiwan. He was literally Miles Davis sat here, and his uncle sat here, which would be my great uncle.
Yeah.
Musicians,
that's
the whole family.
You guys are. It's 100%. It's within you. It's a part of your lineage. 100%.
But yes, I record with my dad every time I go out there. We fuck around and make some music. My dad's got a crazy studio in his house, man.
Amazing.
He's an amazing musician. Plays every instrument. But I'm actually on he's on my last album, Wake Me Up When It's Over. The last song called La Poesia Finale, which means the final poem, which is the outro of the album.
Yeah.
If you go listen to that song. It's all produced by him, all the guitar, everything. There's no drums. He just plays the guitar, and I just rap for like 5 minutes, and it's he produced it. And I'm also on a few of his projects as well. Yeah, of course, you've heard the album. So he's Sick Tamburo, Sick Tambourine is his band's name now. He's still on tour right now. Like actually today, he's out touring. But I'm on a few of his projects as well, on a couple of his albums. But we have like a lot of songs that we've never released, but every time I'm there, we work.
Oh, for sure. There's a lot of like
that's gotta be that inspiring, you know? Like that's huge motivator.
Like, of course.
That's super cool. I was gonna ask if you guys had done songs together. Yeah, that's unreal.
Yeah. We got lots of music actually. Probably have 10, 15 songs, maybe more. Only a few of them out, but yeah, my dad's a perfectionist, so he'll be oh, this is great. The next day he's like, it's trash. I'm like, I can relate, man.
That's hilarious. That's like me. Anything I've ever written, I've hated.
Yeah.
But I think that's the plight of an artist. You always gonna hate on it a bit.
But that's art.
It is art.
I heard a great quote one time. I don't know. I don't remember who it was from, but it was like, making the art is yours, but once you release it, it's no longer yours. It's for the interpretation of others. It's no longer your art. So art is so selfless. You make it, but when you're done or you think you're done, you got to be selfless with it. It's not up to you. If you like it or not. It's not about that.
No,
like
it's not.
If you, that's why a lot of artists don't release.
But I think that's selfish of the artist.
It is. And you're like, because other people might, I might like a song that you hate of your own, right? And
it might help. And it might help someone in some sort of way.
That's just it. Yeah, art has got to be selfless. You got to make art.
I agree.
I think that making music is really cool too, or like doing art, because like I just actually went back and listened to a bunch of my first songs like from forever ago, and it's like so cool to have that time capsule, because like I get to hear my
evolution.
And I get to hear like I know exactly what I'm saying in that moment. I get brought back to the feeling, and it just brings me right back to this space. And it's like even like I can hear myself manifesting things that have happened later or happened in my career then, and it's like I knew it back then. It's just like so cool to like and be able to pick up your perspective back then.
100%. 100%.
It's a beautiful thing.
No, I love it. Yeah, even a lot of my music, even like on the I Am No One album or Stupid and Ugly, like I'm just like, oh, my voice is so different, or like cadences are different and all that. And I'm like, I wish I didn't release this song.
No,
but now I'm like, it's like, it's part of the evolution of me. So if you've been fucking with me since those albums, you get to see the progress to it where I'm at now. So it's kind of like, you take the audience is growing with you on this journey. You're becoming better, or people might like your music less. Some people are like, I like you back in the day, and I'm like, well, fucking go listen to that shit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, those albums are still there. Exactly.
I'm not trying to do the same. I don't even know. I wouldn't even know how to make the same music over and over again. Like, I'm not the same person I was a month ago. So like,
for sure, for real, that's real stuff right there.
Grow.
I love that.
Yeah, that's how it happens. How long have you been doing music for?
So long, man. I've been writing raps since I was like 12, 13. I've been writing raps on paper, recording myself on little cassette tapes.
Yeah,
I had like a little Hitachi cassette tape, two tape deck cassette tape Hitachi, and then I had like a little Yamaha keyboard, making the beats and rapping at the same time, pressing record and rapping, and then like having cassette tapes, and just like I was recording my first tracks like that.
That's incredible.
That's really dope.
Probably awesome. I've been writing at least 20 years. I've been writing raps. Obviously back then I'm not taking it as seriously as just writing whatever.
For sure,
writing things that weren't even true.
Right, just letting things out too,
pretending I was someone else, just saying like, fucking, I murdered someone. You didn't. You live with your mom.
I remember writing raps like that too back in the day.
Everybody's gonna write the murdered someone.
Yeah, exactly. But
writing about cats and stuff. Like
exactly. 20 years, I'd say I've been like, I've been writing or trying to, dabble in experimenting with like recording and making music.
Do you got like a body of work that you like is your favorite, or like a couple of songs that stand out to you the most? I know that you love everything that you do eventually, but it's like everybody might have a favorite.
To be honest, man, like this No Water in Hell album I think Wake Me Up When It's Over album is really, I love that body of work.
I love the concept behind that one too.
The concept was crazy. And
like kind of substance abuse,
absolutely,
and stuff to that effect.
Just isolation. It was during COVID, right? So I wrote it with that in mind, where it's like, wake me up when it's over. Everyone was in a nightmare in that time. So it's like, I'm going into a coma, self-induced. Wake me up when this shit is over. Everyone could relate on some level, right?
Sure.
Whether breakups were through the roof, like statistically around that time. So this, that, whatever, alcoholism, drugs. Someone they were trying to fill a void, right? So that album to me is special because of the concept, like you said, and the era. And also it was the first album that I did where it had 0 features. So I did a whole album. I've always wanted to make a record where no one was on it other than me. Every hook, everything was 100% me, which was dope.
Oh, I didn't know that about that album. That's incredible.
Yeah, I mean, the producers, sure. But
course,
vocally,
but
no one was
vocally.
on it, no features. And then...
Really dope.
But then No Water in Hell, too, is just the way it sounds from front to back and how many amazing artists are on it and how many like energies and vibes and the darkness and the melodies and just, I think both of those records are like my favorite body of works that I've put out, period. Like they're just beautiful. They represent me the best, I think. And it also like highlights my abilities to the best way I know how to, do what I do. So. Those two.
Audio Heroin for me, one of your favorite albums that I've listened to. Like I think you have Cy the Prince in that one.
Which one?
That Audio Heroin?
Yeah, Audio Heroin.
Is that the one?
Which one?
What's the song that you're talking about?
I think it's near the end. Is it Cy the Prince? Do you have Cy the Prince?
Oh, Cy the Prince is on it. Yeah, it's called Flawless. That record, which is nuts.
That fucking record for me, I fucking absolutely
that's
love.
Dope.
Dude.
That's so sick. Yeah, I don't hear too many people say they love that record.
I love that.
It's kind of a hidden gem.
It's more. It's. I feel it's like more raw. Like it's just sick. I don't know. I really do enjoy that one.
That's legendary.
Fuck yeah.
You got this new album now. What's your plans coming up? What do you got?
I'm on tour right now. So No Water in Hell tour. We just added 4 more dates today.
Guys, mid-tour.
Caught me, pretty much not even mid-tour, quarter tour in.
Quarter tour.
I just added 4 more dates and I got 3 more coming. So those are all be announced in the next week or so. But the tour, a new merch line, I got some statement pieces coming out that are like, whoa, like.
Hell yeah.
It's not just merch. It's like, okay. Like,
I'm excited to see
borderline
that
controversial merch pieces. But I love it. Trust me, you'll like it. Especially if you're artists.
Yes, sir.
You will like it. New partnerships, new sponsorships, which is super blessed. Shout out to 24 Hour Snacks. Shout out to Grey Hearts Denim. Shout out to Mud Empire Productions and Circus Clouds, which is always nice.
The 24 Hour Snacks is unreal.
Yeah.
I was just there for grand opening.
I haven't been yet. I'm going to have to check it out.
Go to it.
I have to go check it out.
Shout out to 24 Hour Snacks. New podcast. I'm starting my own podcast.
Oh, what?
It's called Grey House Podcast. So I teamed up with the Grey Hearts Denim guys. And so it's called, Grey Hearts Household, Grey House.
Yes.
We're going to be launching that very soon. We're talking culture, music, current events, sports. We got guests on all the time as well. So, we're starting that.
That's awesome.
Just want to, I want to branch out and do other things as well. So, and still be creative.
Absolutely.
And I got new music coming out. September 22nd, a single comes out. I'm not going to tell you what the project is, but I got I'm sitting on, like, I know you just asked me, what is your favorite body of work? When this body of work comes out, it'll be bar none, shitting on everything that I've ever done. Hard.
That's a hard statement.
Ridiculous.
Right there. Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
All right. You guys are in for a treat.
And it's with I won't even say it yet. It's with someone else. It's me and another artist.
Yeah.
Whole duo. I like these duo. Clearly, I like the duo albums. It's not Hungry. It's not Young Stitch. It's someone else. But holy fuck. It's
very excited. Very excited.
Ridiculous.
For this.
Ridiculous. So new music, new tours, new merch, new podcasts, new partnerships.
Staying super busy. One of the busiest, hardest working artists that you'll see. And if you ever get a chance, make sure you go catch Junk.
Please do.
His live shows are incredible.
Thank you, bro.
Your live shows are nuts.
Ah, my God.
The energy, bro. It's just I seen you. I think I was the Fireside Festival, and you just the energy was good there. But then when you came on stage and you did your thing, it was like it really boosted it up. Like tenfold. It was awesome.
Thanks, bro. I couldn't hear anything at that show. It was the monitors were completely fucked. I need some in ears, but thank you.
You definitely need the inlets for sure.
I do.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you had the live band there, eh?
I just had a live drummer. Yeah. First time ever rocking with. I shouldn't say first time ever. I've done it a couple times actually, but first time doing it with a drummer over my own like backing tracks, basically. So that was interesting.
Yeah. Different kind of vibe.
Yeah, different kind of vibe. Definitely got me thinking. Maybe one day I'll do some with a band. Pardon me.
I think like Snack's kind of repping the full band shows.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Snack's killing it. I think he's evolving into. Snack's always been Snack, He's always never bit anybody's style. He's always just done what he likes and always been true to himself. And this is just an extension of what he does. So for sure, like I like it. I like it. I like it.
Oh yeah, I love it. Yeah, it was really good. Really good to see him live.
It's unreal.
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
How long? You dropped 3 albums with Northwest Division, right? As we said.
Orange and Rap Better Party Harder, Orange and Black, Northwest Division. There's one album called. The thing is, our group was Northwest Division, and then we had to change it when streaming became a thing. We had to. It was just like, bro, we don't want to like direct streams into another group. Like, let's just rename the albums Junk and Hungry, even though we're Northwest Division.
Okay.
So the albums are actually Junk and Hungry are the artists, but yeah, it's Rap Better Party Harder, Orange and Black, and then the last album we did in 2021 was the 10-year anniversary of Northwest Division. So the album's called Northwest Division. It gets a little confusing. Junk and Hungry, sense. Northwest Division.
Yeah.
That was the 10-year anniversary in 2021 because we started in 2011.
Oh, wow.
But we're working on more music right now. Probably drop in 2024.
Wicked.
But I just mentioned this other album.
Yeah.
Which is also going to drop in 2024, which is like... yeah.
Could be a big year.
Yeah. And I got No Water in Hell Volume 2 probably halfway done as well. So it's
fuck yeah.
Wow,
You're just working.
I don't even know. It could seep into 2025. I don't know.
Oh,
but
for sure.
Like, I don't know how I can jam everything in. But
you give it time to breathe too, right?
No, for sure.
Like you were saying.
I need to let it breathe. So I'm not tripping, but yeah, we're working on new music too. Northwest Division for sure.
Fuck yeah.
That's awesome, man.
So sick.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, it's making me want to raise my hustle even more musically.
Hey, man. You guys got a dope podcast here, though.
We have an amazing
music podcast. You're throwing shows.
It's always being creative is just what we're all about here. And
don't downplay your own hustle, bro. Like
I know, and I stay busy. You've
been busy, you know,
raising a kid, working. Yeah, no, it's a lot. But,
raising a kid just shits on my entire workload, bro. I can't. I don't have a child, so like having a kid and doing all these things and having time. Don't downplay your own hustle, bro.
No, 100%. No, you know what? I got lots of love for what I do, and being creative, and just even the podcast is one of my favorite vocations that I enjoy doing.
There you go.
The podcast has been really positive, and in so many ways.
Yeah, the podcast is fun,
and it's just it's made me It's made me more focused on the music as well because of it. So, which is great. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You get into the fabric of just an artist's mind or your own or whatever, right? You discuss things and then like bells go off.
Exactly.
Apply it to your music or whatever. So
for sure.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think expression is good, man. It's like, and doing the podcast is fun because you can just come talk about whatever's on your mind, get it off your chest.
Yeah, absolutely, dude.
Yeah, we try not to make it too super interviewy. We enjoy to just ramble on about
just
whatever.
Conversational.
Yeah, exactly. We just go off about whatever.
Nice and loosey goosey.
I like it. Yeah. I love it.
Exactly. Do you do other stuff too? I know. Like when I do a little bit of all art. Like I'm pretty much an artist in every way. Do you do any painting, sculpting?
No, I don't. Yeah, no, I don't.
That's all right, man. I do a little bit of painting and drawing. Before I ever did music, I was wanted to be like a cartoonist, so I would draw and stuff.
Yo,
but yeah, I haven't in a long time. Music took over that whole aspect of that. But I do love it.
Yeah, I just thought that'd be wild if you're like, oh yeah, there's actually a couple statues
I'm also
that
Picasso.
I sculpted in Italy.
I wish, man. I wish, but I'll leave that to the greats.
I love it.
I used to doodle or just do abstract drawings and my rhyme books and whatnot if rhymes weren't coming out. But
for sure.
Yeah, I mean I won't exclude it, but and music's just taking over my life.
Where can people see you next? What are your next shows? What cities are they going to be in?
Well, you can go to mynameisjunk.com.
Perfect.
See all the concert listings and get your tickets there. But I'm going to Alberta. I got Red Deer in Calgary, London, Guelph, Hamilton, Toronto, Ottawa, Brantford, Saskatoon, Regina, Edmonton, Nelson.
Right across there.
And then we're going to finish it off in
So BC, Alberta.
I was just in Prince Edward Island. I was just up in
PG.
Yellowknife. I'm going to Whitehorse. I'm going to Terrace. I'm literally going to Northwest. So everywhere, bro. Honestly, everywhere.
And then they can all find that at
mynameisjunk.com.
Hell yeah.
And you can get the new merch drops there as well.
Absolutely.
But yeah, all the tickets are available there.
Perfect. Awesome.
Speaking of manifesting, is there another artist that you really want? Who's the next artist that you really want to work with?
I like that.
Set it up.
Yeah. Let me think. Put me on the spot. Another artist that I really want to work with, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, I want to give you a good answer here. No, let me just give me 10 seconds.
Of course. No, do your thing.
I think I would like to do a song with, you know who I'd really like to do a song with is Northside Benji.
Oh,
Northside Benji.
That's a good answer.
Northside Benji's crazy.
Yes.
I think it's obtainable.
Hell
Canadian, great spitter, makes really dope music. Northside Benji would be someone that I'd like to make music with.
All right, put it out there to the universe.
And Freddie Gibbs too.
Oh,
Freddie Gibbs.
That'd be cool.
And Freddie Gibbs too. I know my boy Hungry's got a joint with him, so like we already have the plug.
Perfect.
We're already in there, but Freddie Gibbs would be fire too.
Oh.
Northside Benji, Freddie Gibbs.
Hell yeah.
If they're listening, you know where to get it at.
And manifest now.
Yeah, I'm all about the manifestation.
Let's go. So the producer's giving me the hand here.
Okay. Wow. Was that an hour already?
I believe that was an hour.
Damn.
Yeah.
It goes
All right,
fast.
boys. It goes quick.
Sheesh.
It goes quick, boys.
That's crazy.
Yo, man, it's been a pleasure to have you on.
Yo, it's the pleasure's all mine. Thank you for having me on your guys' podcast.
Really,
Appreciate you guys.
Pleasure to
It's
kick it
dope.
with you.
Of course. Let's build.
Let's build. I love it.
All right, blessings.
Yo, this song is called Mephistopheles. Greek mythology meets Faust theater. Crazy in-depth song. It's off the No Water in Hell album, produced by my guy I.R. Evan. Run it up.
Here's the thing, shorty. I don't got a manager, I got friends that gon' manage things for me. Still evolving, I'll eclipse my prime when I hit 40. This is his story, not history. Historically, it's corny to brag about it. Feels good to be unknown, sitting on classic albums. Run it up, cut a bank account on my path, I found it. Treacherous to maybe, but it's my path that I'm running laps around it. That's astounded, I come from nasty couches. Won't stop till I own a mansion with granite counters. Couple pennies in the driveway beside it, massive fountain. It ain't bringing financial gains to call me your ads for things. I'm after accolades and I'm basking in your lack of aspirations. Numbers lie, show your financial statements. Make a bitch smirk like Da Vinci did with the canvas paintings. This is graduation to the next school. Couple of my dogs in the street were homeless, needed to be rescued. I'm a homebody, don't wanna talk to nobody. They say that I'm a recluse, I'm seeking refuge from this industry. A pencil, my affinity, I'm sensing you ain't as real as me. That's why you quiet around me. That's why you quiet around me. King of the city, I take that. Wait, bitch, I ate that. Did it dog with no face dance. Call the quarter, do a rain dance. Run up on them and they shake hands. Ha ha, fake ass. You said that you hated me, now that you see me, you eating your words and you ate that. Run the last on them with a work ethic. Still earn from a first record. Every verse I chirp, headed no bitch, ghost writers, I'm worth every. Painting you spit it on me on the feature the collab. You can see me get noble collab. With a back end, with a notepad while I'm writing in it. I am winning where my team is. Ends album go stream this. I'm featured on it, yeah, we beast it. Don't think so, this egregious. How you doing? Indecent. It is different than started some beaches. Spin the globe on my finger, we'll see it. Spinning, knowing a trip with a reset. 55 days in a row. I did it like whoa, but a blow up bigger this year though. Rap gang full of weirdos with bad breath in my earlobe. Trying to tell me how they gonna take over the game. Nah, beat it. Ain't nobody working harder than me. I just got out of a tour, but a drop in P. I was popping before this COVID-19 was a tropical storm. I was hot at these beasts. That is the truth that I'm eating. And ever since I went and hopped at the feet, it's been feeling unstoppable. Garden of Eden is probably how I am feeling. I'm bonafide. I'm a white European. I apologize to the people. My people have colonized. Realizing a lot of you traumatized. All of the pain that you feel can be quantified into fractions. Turning these homicides out of passion. Now when I modify my reactions, they try to monetize our casket. Too deep for the masses. One true seeking it blasting. 1, 2, 3 get advantage. Fuck you mean to the capping. I'm only spitting the truth and I'm putting 100 in everything that I do. Double A to the click and I win with the crew, so don't get it confused. If you want me, I'll top you with dinner for 2 and salute to my people that live in the coast. Be rapping that shit that I'm dead, but calling me just ain't did it for bread. Don't want walk on one water, I live on the edge. I was feeling depressed, but I changed that. My food in the kitchen, no Maybach. Still I'm whipping around in a gray van. Was the vehicle that I rented for tours. Too many expenses, this shit is expensive, but fuck it, I still get to the net and then score.
In the early tales, Faust is corrupted, believes his sins cannot be forgiven. When the term ends, the devil carries him off